What's going on, everybody? Red Velvet's back. Not in the studio, though. We are down south. We were on beach time. We had a business trip down here, and we're taking care of business, but we still had to fit in the youth sports chat out. I'm joined by Vivian. How we doing today?
Good.
Doing great. Oh, yeah, we got to dab. I'm going to dab it. Dab it up. Okay. So, it's been a busy weekend. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Monday. I forgot to do my normal spiel because I'm not in my normal office. We are looking at all the stats. I looked at all the stats this week. Big weekend in sports, big week in sports. Lost sectional championships, semi-states, regionals. It's been a lot going on. But real quick, we got to thank the people that make this possible. That's right. Thank you to our sponsors. Also, thank you to our subscribers. You can become a subscriber on Facebook for 99 cents per month. All you got to do is click that button twice. Bada bing, bada boom. You are in the Sub Hub, early access to podcasts like this and other features. So, had to get that out of the way. Real quick, we got some community notes. We got FHS Soccer. They're putting on a camp. It's from June 22nd to the 24th. Costs $25. Does include a t-shirt. The deadline is June 15th. Then we got some championship poses here. We got the Illinois Legends, the 9U team. They are the Top Gun champs. We got the Warriors 9U softball team winning their tournament down over there in Santa Claus. They're the Santa Claus champions. That's what I'm talking about. Indiana Crimson winning their tournament. We have Nora Williams. She is the Illinois state champ in the Illinois Classic 3D Archery Youth Open. Congratulations. Then we have the Marshall She-Cats taking second place in the 6-7 tournament. Then the Charleston Chill, right there. They won the Schools Out Blowout tournament. Congratulations to those ladies. Dakota Willoughby, he went down to Gatlinburg and participated in the Bootlegger Wrestling tournament, taking third place. Congratulations to that young man right there. Center Grove, regional champs for baseball. Terre Haute North, semi-state champs in softball. Sullivan also winning their regional title, first time since 1991. Whew, a lot of community notes there. Are you ready for our next segment, Vivian?
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about, we got the Dynaverse. Then they grow up. They go to the college and the pro level. We got some pros going on right now. We're going to start in MLB. The Cleveland Guardians at the Yankees. The Guardians win 9-4. Timmy Herron was in action. He pitched one inning, and he had a strikeout. Vivian, what did he do against the Yankees in the other game?
The score was 5-4, and the Guardians won.
Yeah. What did Timmy Herron do?
Timmy Herron
He pitched.
0.2 innings, and he had one strikeout.
That's right. Then the Guardians, they took care of the Yankees for 2 games. Then they go to the Rangers, and the Guardians win 6-0. Timmy Herron had pitched one inning. I'm stumbling, bubbling, rumbling here. Here we go. He also had a strikeout on the mound. He closed out the shutout win. We also have another professional baseball player going on, Dylan Zinko, former North Unite, former Murray State racer. He is now in Evansville Otter playing in the Frontier League. He made his professional debut against the Mississippi Mud Monsters. And the Mud Monsters do win 8-4. Dylan Zinko pitched one inning. He gave up a hit, but he did get a strikeout, and he threw a scoreless inning. So congratulations to Dylan. And that does it for the next level athletes. Now it's time for the varsity special. All right, we're going to start off high school baseball. We got Center Grove in the first game here. What's going on there, Vivian?
The
Trojans,
I think.
Who'd they beat?
They beat
Richmond.
Oh, Richmond, yeah.
Yeah, they beat Richmond.
By 12. The final score was 12-0.
Okay.
And then Liam Delp he had
2 hits.
2 hits, and then 3 RBIs and a double. And then Drake McClurg and Hudson Stewart both had a double, and Gannon Grants had a home run. And Joel Tracy got 3 strikeouts.
All right. Then Avon took on North Central in the regional. The Panthers win 5-3. Clayton Lenz and Andrew McIntyre had 2 hits and an RBI. Jack Bland with a double and Caleb Wessel with 5 strikeouts. Then we got Greencastle taking on University in their regional. What's going on over here, Vivian?
The final score was 13-5, which the Trailblazers won. And then Ashton Dayhuff had 3 hits, 1 RBI, and a double.
Mhm.
And then Gavin Tyson and Brighton Gregg both had a double. And then Dylan Hughes had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Shakamak was up against Northeast Dubois, and the Jeeps win 3-2. Dalton Fiskus had a hit and an RBI, and Ian Sam had 7 strikeouts on the mound. Northview versus Owen Valley for the sectional title. I was on the mic for this matchup. The Knights win 10-0 in shutout fashion. Derek Morrison, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Quinn Lewis with a double, and Jackson J.P. Pierce with 11 strikeouts. And then Northview was in regional action against Gearin Catholic. Vivian, take it from there.
The Golden Eagles won 4-1, and then Easton Thomas had a hit and an RBI, and then Jackson Pierce had 5 strikeouts.
Sullivan against Brownstown Central in their regional. The Arrows win 16-0 in a big shutout victory, getting their first championship in 35 years. We're going to say 35 because I'm not good at math right now. We're on Beach Brain. Hunter Mason, 3 hits, an RBI and a triple. Carson Norris had a double and a home run, and Ty Hamilton with a double. Now we got Riverton Park taking on Rossville in the regional. What's going on with that?
And the Hornets won by 3. The final score is 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
And Blake Todd, Eli Roberts, Jackson Weil, Isaac Green, Bruce Lands, Jackson Levis all had a hit. And
on the mound, we had Jackson Weil, Jackson
Blevins, and then Derek Collum with 2 strikeouts.
Okay, moving on. We got North Davies in sectional championship against Orleans. The Cougars win 16-1. Marcus Graber, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Yes, a 2 and a 2. Hayden Sample with a double. Keaton Graber with 3 strikeouts. Then in the regional, North Davies, West Washington. The Cougars win 5-3. Cohen Stoll and Keaton Graber had 2 hits and an RBI. Moving over to softball action. Vivian, we're going to start in Illinois. We got KZ Westfield taking on Waltonville. Break us down.
The Spartans won 5-0, and then Anna Karas, Gabriella Fry, and Ava Globe all had a hit, and then Jelaine Gilbert had 2 strikeouts.
I gave you the hard one, didn't I?
Yes.
And then we got Center Grove against Castle in the semi-state semifinal. The Trojans win 14-1. Taylor Barrett had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Ava Krupa with a triple. Bryn Meyer with a double. And then Terre Haute North against Pendleton Heights. The Patriots win 9-3. Kylie Walker, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and a home run. Maddie Strange with a triple. Kinsey Ziegler and Jaylee Lindley with a double. Here we go, Vivian. We got the semi-state championship. We had a Dynaverse matchup, Center Grove, Terre Haute North. Take it away.
Patriots won 6-2, and then Jalen Lindy had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a home run. And Kinley Walker, Kylie Walker had a home run. And then
Kiana
Gardner had 2 strikeouts. And then the Trojans, Brindley Meyer had 2 hits. Kristen Harden had a double. Eric Burris had a triple. No. Erica Burris had a triple. And then Callie Johnson had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Moving right along. Edgewood against New Pal.
The Dragons won 7-1. Allie Bland had 2 hits. And Jaden Stevens had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Riverton Park against Clinton Perry. The Panthers win 12-5. Aubrey Mormon, 3 hits, 6 RBIs, and a home run. Hadley Nichols and Scarlett Montgomery with a double. JC Stonebreaker with a triple. Callie Jukes had 2 strikeouts. Then RP against Southwood in the semi-state semifinal.
What's RP?
Riverton Park.
The Panthers won 14-9, and then Scarlett Montgomery had 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and 2 home runs. Aubrey Mormon, Madeline LeMay both had doubles. Ashlyn Brenton had a home run, and Hadley Nichols had 2 strikeouts.
All right. And Riverton Park is playing. They'll be playing tonight for the semi-state championship. I'll be watching that on Game Changer. Good luck to the Panthers. Southmont against Monrovia. The Mounties win 7-4. Kinsey Clate had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Kendall Pribe and Kinsey Douglas with 3 strikeouts. Then for Monrovia, Cameron Wolf, 3 hits, an RBI, and a triple. Briley Stawley had a triple, and Avery Wolf with 3 strikeouts. Now we got Western Boone taking on Rochester. What's going on over here, Vivian?
The Stars win 8-6, and then Allie Lewis had 2 hits and an RBI. Mickey Burns and Raina Lutez had a double.
All right.
Or they both had doubles. And then Kinsley Blankenship had 3 strikeouts.
Then we got Western Boone versus Andran in the semi-state championship.
And the Stars won 8-6, and Maddie Moncasser had 3 hits and 3 RBIs, and Kinsley Matthews had a home run, and Ashlyn Foster had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Now we've got some travel softball here. We got the 16U, the Charleston Chill. They take on the Cobras. The Chill win 5-0. Anna Karras had 2 hits and a triple. Claire York, Maddie Carter had a hit and an RBI, and Kyla Gustafson 6 strikeouts. Then the Chill take on the Mid-Illini Bandits. The Chill win 8-0. Gabriella Fry leading the way. 2 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Yes, that is an almost cycle. Claire Props, Maddie Carter, Raylan Cox with a double. Kyla Gustafson, 7 strikeouts. Now, Vivian, the Chill take on the SI Fusion. What happens here?
The Fusion wins 9-1, and Claire York had a hit and an RBI, and Raylan Cox had a double, and then Race Good had 2 strikeouts.
All right. The Chill then get a rematch against the Cobras.
And Chill won by 2-0. Maddie Carter had 2 hits, and Kyla Gustafsson had 7 strikeouts.
All right. We got the rematch here. We got the Chill. We got the Fusion in the championship. The Chill get the revenge. 8-0. Miranda Dowdy had 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and a double. Claire Williams with a double. Claire Prost with a home run. Kyla Gustafson have 9 strikeouts. The Chill went 4-1 and were champions. Moving on to 17U baseball, we got the Canes Midwest Black Gaby team, and they first take on the Titans Nationals.
And the Titans win 18-3. Caleb Dieters has 1 hit and 1 RBI, and Tiaz Cook. That does not say
that is Cook.
Cook had 4 strikeouts.
4 SOs. All right. And then the Canes take on Bam. They take on Bam Diamond. The Canes win 11-5. Caleb Dieters had 4 hits, 3 RBIs, and a home run. Colton Innert had a double. Logan Moore and Mark Ferguson with a triple. Peyton Powers had a double and a home run. And Caleb Dieters, 5 strikeouts. Then we have the Canes against the Central Indiana Arabians. Vivian, take it away.
And the Canes win 4-3. And Nolan
Schumacher.
I got that. Nolan Schumacher got 2 hits, and then he also had 6 strikeouts.
All righty. Then we have a game against 5-star Nationals. The Canes win 6-5. Mark Ferguson had 2 hits and RBI and a double. Cole Stevens, Logan Moore, and Nolan Schumacher all with a triple. And Colton Innert with 5 strikeouts. The Canes go 3-1 on the weekend. And now, that does it for the varsity special. Let's hit him with that rookie report. We're starting off in 13U action. We got the Outcast. They face off against the Thunder. And take it away, Vivian.
Piper Hughes had 2 hits. Wait, did I ever say the score?
No.
Thunder won 3-1, and then Piper Hughes. That hurts. got 2 hits, and Sam Mize had a hit and an RBI.
All right. Then the Outcasts take on the Indiana Magic Gold. The Magic went 11-5. Brinley Young had 2 hits and a double. Hannah Klusner, Piper Hughes, Trinity Tanner, all with a hit and an RBI. Then the Outcasts take on the Lady Dukes.
The Dukes win 4-2, and then Audrey McClure had 2 hits and a double, and then Hannah Klusner had 2 hits.
All right. Now we got the Outcast 12U. They were in action. I believe they were at the Schools Out blowout. I could be wrong because I didn't write it down. The Outcasts take on the Mattoon Pride. The Outcasts win in shutout fashion 11-0. Maddie Ventura and Taya Moreski, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Yes, a 2 and a 2. Jocelyn Martin had 2 hits. Addison Austin and Emma Clark with a triple. And then Addison Austin, 3 strikeouts. Then the Outcasts take on Jeffco Express. And the Outcasts win 8-7. Run us through, Vivian.
Is that how you spell Outcast?
That's how they spell the Outcast.
Okay. Taya Moreski had a hit, 3 RBIs, and a double. Emma Clark had a hit, an RBI, and a double. And Jocelyn Martin had a triple. And then Taya
Moreski.
Had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Then the Outcasts take on the 122 Stars. The Outcasts win 8-4. Ellie had 2 hits, an RBI, and a double. Jocelyn Martin, 2 hits and a ribby. Addison Austin, 2 strikeouts. Then we got the Central Illinois Select Phillies against the Outcasts. Take it away.
And then the Outcasts wins 8-1. Addison Austin had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a home run. Maddie Ventura had 2 hits, an RBI, and a double. And then Jocelyn Martin and Taya.
Oh, you want me to say it?
Moreski had 2 hits and an RBI. Millie Hayes also had 5 strikeouts.
All right. Then we have another matchup against the 122 Stars. The Outcasts win 8-3. Sadie Wheeler had 3 hits. Jocelyn Martin and Maddie Ventura with a double. Addison Austin, 5 strikeouts. And then in the final game, the championship game against the Sages. Take it away.
The Sages win 6-5. Jocelyn Martin had 2 hits and a triple. Ellie and Maddie Ventura both have triples, and then Addison Austin had 11 strikeouts, and you got that.
The Outcasts go 5-1 and a runner-up. And we got 10U Gators action. Gators take on 1%, and 1% wins 4-2. Ellis Kula had a hit. Chloe Hoskins had 8 strikeouts. Then the second game, the Gators take on TBD. TBD wins 17-2. Tinley Wilkins with a hit and an RBI. And then the final game of the weekend against the Dynasty.
The Dynasty wins 11-4, and Claire Reedy had 2 hits and a double. Chloe Hoskins and Madeline Moss both had a hit and an RBI. And E. Kula had 4 strikeouts. Where's her first name?
I forgot to put it. It's Ellis.
Ellis, sorry.
You're good. That was my bad. All right, now we got Warriors 9U. They were in the Santa Claus tournament. The Warriors take on the Fusion 16. The Fusion win 8-6. Hadley Pearson with a hit and a ribby. Brecken Griffith with 2 strikeouts. Then the Warriors, they don't let that loss worry them, upset them, because they go on a heater right now. They take on the Smithville Scrappers, and the Warriors win 10-1. River Peters had a hit and a ribby. Addison Peters with 8 strikeouts. Then the Warriors take on Smash House. Take it away, Vivian.
The Warriors won 10-7, and Hadley Pearson had 2 hits and 3 RBIs, and Anna Cook had a hit and 2 RBIs, and then Brecken Griffith had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Warriors then face the Jasper Cats, and the Warriors went 8-6. Hadley Pearson, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and a double. Braylon Barong had a hit and a ribby, and Addison Peters with 6 strikeouts. Now we got the championship game here, Vivian, against the Vincent Sting.
The Warriors won 6-3. Hadley Pearson had 2 hits and an RBI, and Lindley Scott had a hit, 3 RBIs, and a triple. Brecken Griffith had 5 strikeouts, and
the Warriors go 4-1 on the weekend, and they are the champs.
Okay, I didn't know what that
All right, working our way downtown. We're starting out baseball. We're over here in baseball now. We've got the EV Baseball Academy. The first they take on, bam! Evie wins 7-2. Kelby Shelsky had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Yes, a 2, 2, and a 2. Levi B with 2 hits and an RBI, and Sam H with a double. Colby C had 4 strikeouts. Then Evie takes on Bo Jackson Elite. Whoa. Bo Jackson, one of the best all-around athletes ever. Bo wins 6-5. Colby C had a hit, 2 RBIs, and a triple. Jackson C, Levi B hit, RBI, and a double. Kelby Shelsky with a double, and Colton James with a triple. Colton James has 4 strikeouts. Then, Vivian, Evie takes on the Missouri Bearcats.
Okay. The Evie won 6-5, and then Colby C had a hit and a triple, and then Levi B had 4 strikeouts. And then what's that mean? I want to do it.
Oh, that's the Indiana Bulls.
Okay. Wait, who goes against them?
The Evie Baseball
Okay.
Academy.
Evie versus Bulls. Okay. No. Bulls won 4-1, and then Colton James had a hit, an RBI, and a triple. And then Levi B had a triple, and then Colton James had 2 strikeouts. And then
the EV goes 2-2 on the weekend. Now we got chaos action, 12U action. They take on UC Tribe. The Tribe wins 3-0. Parker Hazlitt, Liam Fabre, Ethan Beasley all with a hit. Ethan Beasley and Patrick Stevens had 2 strikeouts. Then we have the Razorbacks. The Razorbacks tie with Chaos 5-5. Cruz Shepard 2 hits and a triple. Parker Hazlitt with 2 strikeouts. And then we have the rubber match, Razorbacks Chaos. Chaos win 5-1. Patrick Stevens had 2 hits. Gannon Sturley had a hit, an RBI, and a double, and Reed Robinson with 12 strikeouts. Then, the final game of the weekend, they take on the Havoc.
The Havoc won 5-4. Patrick Stevens had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a triple, and Cruz Shepard had 2 hits and a triple. Ow. My sunburn hurts. Then Patrick Stevens had 6 strikeouts, and that's how you spell chaos.
Okay. Well, anyway, Chaos go 1-2-1 on the weekend. I'm getting corrected on my spelling. Now we got the 2033 Knights. They start off against TBD, and it's a 4-4 tie. Wyatt Hayes had 2 hits and an RBI. Hudson Madsen and Lucas Harrison with a double. Lucas Harrison also had 3 strikeouts on the mound. Then we got the Shelby County Cubs, Vivian.
The Cubs won 10-7. Hudson Madsen had a hit and 2 RBIs. AJ Johnson had a hit, RBI, and a double, and Jackson Pestoff had a hit and an RBI, and Hudson Madsen threw 2 strikeouts.
That's right. Then the Knights take on the BG Tomahawks. The Knights win 9-6. Luke Leslie had 2 hits and a ribby. Jackson Pestoff had a hit and 2 ribbies. Lucas Harrison with a triple, and JP had 4 strikeouts. And in the final game of the weekend against the Jay County Cubs, the Knights win 16-15. Landon Zabo leading the way, 2 hits, 5 RBIs. Easton Herbert, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a triple. AJ Johnson and Jackson Pestoff, 2 hits and 2 RBIs. What are you doing?
I'm acting like you.
Okay, and Lucas Harrison with 2 hits and a double. The Knights go 3-1 on the weekend. Now, we got Mambas.
What's that? Is that a snake?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
You have to have the Mamba mentality. The Mambas 10U, they were in action. They start off against the NBC Aces. The Mambas win 17-10. Lincoln Powell, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Colin Hill had 3 hits and 2 RBIs. E. Davis, totally forgot your name. 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. It's Ethan Davis. Colton Coley, Landon Pestoff with 2 doubles. Dawson Mason and Kyler Keith and Rhett Blair with a double, and Kyler Keith 2 strikeouts on the mound. Then they face BBC Purple, Vivian.
The Mambas won 10-6. Kyle Keith,
Kyler.
Max Harden both had 3 hits. And then Colton Coley, Dawson Mason, and Emerson Sinclair all had a double. And then the Mambas went against Delta. And the Mambas won 8-2. Landon Pestoff had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and a double. Rhett Blair had 2 hits and 2. That's rude.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where was I?
You're at Colton Coley.
Colton Coley had 2 hits, an RBI, and a double. And Emerson Sinclair had a double. Colin Hill also had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Then the Mambas take on the Indiana Bulls. The Bulls win 9-5. Dawson Mason had 2 hits. Colton Coley had a hit, an RBI, and a double. And Dawson Mason 4 strikeouts. The Mambas go 3-1 on the weekend. Now we got the 10U Knights. They were at the 6-7 Pop Can tournament. The Knights take on the Stars. The Stars win 15-0. Caden Wells, Bronson Wells, and Reed M. all recorded a hit. And Grayson Forker with 4 strikeouts. I was getting fancy to say Forquois, but Forker. Then the Knights take on the Blue Streaks, and the Knights win 10-3. Take it away, Vivian.
The Knights win. Oh, no. Lincoln Trout had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Grayson Forker had 2 hits, an RBI, and 2 doubles.
I know it's not a spell, but I'm fast typing.
Dakota C had 2 hits and an RBI. Caden Wells also had 7 strikeouts.
Then the Knights take on Rockville, and the Wolves win 12-7. Brody Vinsel goes 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Yes, a 2-2-2. Grayson Forker and Bronson Wells each with 2 hits, and Caden Wells had 4 strikeouts. The Knights go 1-2 on the weekend. Now we got 9U Knights action. They were at the Pop Can tournament yet again. Knights against the Outlaws. The Knights win 10-5.
Griffin Medeiros.
Pretty close.
What is it?
Medeiros.
Henry Kirby had a hit, 2 RBIs, and a triple. And Maddox Abrams. I was right.
Abrams.
Abrams had a double. And Ragoog. What?
Rogue. It's Rogue.
Oh.
Ragoog.
Stop.
Rogue Nodley had a triple. Maddox Abrams with 5 strikeouts. Then they take on the Dirtbags. The Knights win 14-1. Drew Shoemaker, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Max Pierce had 3 hits. Henry Kirby with a double. Houston Dyer with a triple. Hudson Walker had 3 strikeouts.
Is Houston Mr. Dyer?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Then the Knights go against the Dirtbags again, and then the Knights win 12-2. Hudson Walker had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Henry Kirby had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. And Drew Shoemaker, Maddox Abrams both had doubles. And Henry Kirby had 2 strikeouts.
All right. Then in the championship game, the Knights face the Paris Lakers. The Lakers win 9-5. Max Pierce had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. River Compton had a hit, 2 RBIs, and a double. Drew Shoemaker, 2 strikeouts. The Knights go 3-1, and they're runner-up. Moving on to the Knights 8U. They were at the Pop Can. Yes, they were. Knights take on Riley United. The Knights win 8-5. Nolan LeMay and Creed Moore, 2 hits and an RBI. Grayson Moss, Branson Sanders, Eli Snyder, all with 2 hits. Tate Whitman had a double. Brody Weichel with a triple. Then they face the Junior Sycamores. The Knights win 13-3. Whitey of a pair of scissors. That's scary. Wesley Cuffle, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Grayson Moss had 3 hits, an RBI, and a triple. Branson Sanders, Owen Schaefer with a double. Then the Knights take on that TBD.
And the Knights win 11-5. Benny Foxworthy had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 doubles. Tate Whitman had 3 hits, an RBI, and a triple. Branson Sanders had 2 doubles. Okay. Broden Silvers had an Owen Schaefer. What? Oh, wait. Oh. Broden Silvers had Owen
Schaefer.
Broden Silvers, Owen Schaefer, and Wesley Cuffle all had doubles.
All right. We finally got that one out. Then in the championship against Riley United, the Knights win 12-6.
Branson Sanders had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a double. Eli Snyder had 3 hits, an RBI, and a double. Nolan LeMay had a double, and Tate Whitman had a triple. And you got that.
The Knights go 4-0, and they were champs. Now we got the 7U Knights at the Pop Can tournament. The Knights take on TBD. TBD wins 20-15. Boston Metzinger goes at 4 hits, 4 RBIs, and 4 doubles, a 4-4-4. I think that's the first time I've ever had to do that. Axe Horn, that is the best name in baseball, and I'm going to say it till the day I pass away. 3 hits, 2 RBIs, a double, and a home run. Yes, that is an almost cycle. Rhett Moore, Bo Shoemaker, Emmerich Johnson, Reese Terrell, all with doubles. Then the Knights take on TBD. 19-9 TBD wins. Do you want to take this?
Yes. So you already said the score?
Yes.
Reese.
Yeah.
Terrell had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a triple. Leo Moran had two
hits
and 2 RBIs. Callum Noodley.
Notley.
Stop! I'm just Callum Nodley and Emmerich Johnson both had 2 hits and an RBI. And then Bo Shoemaker had a double.
All right. And then in the game against Shakamak, the Knights win 23-13. Carter F. had 4 hits, 4 RBIs, and a triple. Lucas Garrison had 4 hits, an RBI, a double, and a triple. Axe Horn had 4 hits and an RBI. Reese Terrell with 2 doubles. Brecken Shepard, Boston Metzinger, Emmerich Johnson, Rhett Moore, all with doubles. See, I messed up too. Bo Shoemaker had a double and a triple. And then in the final game, the Knights take on TBD yet again.
Reese Terrell had 2 hits, an RBI, and a double. What's that name?
Rhett
Moore and say my name.
Callum Notley
had 2 hits and an RBI. Axe Horn, Boston
Metzinger,
and Carter F. and Emmerich Johnson all had doubles.
Yep, and TBD won 17-7.
Is his last name F?
I'll tell you later. The 6-7 Pop Can tournament, the 6U Knights, because I'm on their game change. I'm just a fan, so I don't have the access to the full names. That's why. 6U team, Knights against Plainfield. Plainfield wins 20-11. Clayton G and Jacob Allen had 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Stetson Evans and Declan Stuckey with 3 hits and an RBI. Grayson E and Maverick W and Miles R with 3 hits. Then the Knights take on TBD. The Knights win 15-7. Grayson E, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Stetson Evans with 3 hits. Maddox M, Maverick W with a double. Clayton G and Teddy Holmes with a home run. Then the Knights take on Linton.
Maverick W had 3 hits and 4 RBIs. Grayson D had 3 hits. Noah M had 3 hits and an RBI. Clifford Powell had a double, and Teddy Holmes had an HR. What league is this?
6U.
6U?
Yeah. And the Knights win 17-16. Then in the final game against Plainfield, the Knights lose 26-25. I misread my thing. Plainfield wins 26-25. Teddy Holmes, 4 hits, 4 RBIs, a double, and a home run. That is an almost cycle, and that's a monster game for Teddy. Noah M, 4 hits, 3 RBIs, and a double. Declan Stuckey had 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Clifford Powell, 4 hits and a ribby. Clayton G with 2 doubles. The Knights go 2-2, and they were runner-up on the tournament. And then our final thing right here, we have FHS Youth Soccer. Last season, it took until the 8th game of the season to get a W. This year, it was the first. Defense, hustle, and the will to win. First half started slow, but second half adjustments led to the win after being down 2-1. Practice players earned starter minutes and made every second count. That's why you keep pushing. It doesn't matter if you're on the practice squad or not. You keep pushing, you're going to get there. Keep working hard. Madden Clark and Jace Weir scored goals. The 3 biggest kicks of the day came in penalty kicks. Trinity Collins, Marley Brinson, and Adeline Allen came in the clutch and made their kicks. There's the coach's notes. I can't tell you how proud I am of every single kid. Thank you for never quitting and refusing to lose. Congratulations to the Vortex. Way to go. Your first tournament, your first game, you get the W. Congratulations, FHS Vortex. Keep pushing. Now, it is time for my favorite part of the show. That's right. It is time for the Red Velvet Power Performers, the players of the week. This week's Power Performers are Liam Delp from Center Grove, Caleb Wessel from Avon, Ian Sam from Shakamak, Derek Morrison from Northview, Aubrey Mormon from Riverton Park, Jaylee Lindley from Terre Haute North, Hunter Mason from Sullivan, Jackson Pierce from Northview, Scarlett Montgomery from Riverton Park, Kendall Prybe from Southmont, Kenzie Douglas from Southmont, Kinsley Blankenship from Western Boone, Gabriella Fry from the Charleston Chill, Jocelyn Martin from the Outcast 12U, Chloe Hoskins for the Gators 10U, Hadley Pearson for the Warriors 9U, Landon Pestoff for the Mambas 10U, Grayson Forker for the Knights 10U. Benny Foxworthy for the Knights 9U. Henry Kirby for the Knights 8U. Teddy Holmes for the Knights 6U. Trinity Collins for the FHS Vortex. And Adeline Allen for the FHS Vortex. Congratulations to all the athletes. Keep pushing, keep working hard. And that does it for this week's edition of the U Sports Chowdown. We'll see you next week. Vivian, what do you got? What's your final words?
I want to leave.
All right, bye-bye.